Yo, 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 we live. We should be live. Gamers, we back. Yo, high key, something I just realized is I technically don't need the headphones anymore until like something relevant. Something I was thinking about. Good morning, gamers, we back. The biggest flex. Oh, that should not be playing. Oh. Anyways, the biggest flexor is back on the internet. Feeling absolutely massive with my pengus behind me supporting me. Feeling absolutely fantastic. Today, charts look green, as it should be. Very, 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 very bulla. Very, very, very bulla, as I keep saying. Very, very, very nice. And what's next? What's next on the grind list? I don't know. I got a lot to talk about. A lot of like, I don't know how to explain it. Just a lot of like interesting stuff. Yo, the headphone. All right, with the headphones on, I can't hear my voice, so it doesn't bother me as much. Holy shit, that actually bothers me so fucking much. Also, I look like a fucking zoomer. But yeah, let's get into the charts. Let's just start with the charts. I don't have anything else to really talk about rather than charts. Oh, by the way, if you're here, you should go follow my Twitter. You should go and like the video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And hit the bell button if you want to never miss a stream. And hopefully the shorts don't go noticed because I put out a lot of shorts. So, yeah, I gotta start saying that shit now. But let's get into the charts. Monitor. All right. Yeah, let's get a look at the chart. So weekly chart, we have the exact same thing as always. Yeah, we'll leave this on. Weekly chart, we have the exact same thing as always. We're seeing volatility come down super low. So we really break above 32. This starts to confirm, especially on the 5-day. Like above 32, a close on the 5-day, we do confirm volatility above 15, and that's a very bullish sign. Pivot on the weekly is 29,640. 640 or not 29,461. So stay above that area, and we are bullish. Get below it, bearish, and this really looks like a bull trap right now. So hopefully we don't go below that. On the 5-day, the pivot is 26,670. So again, like just stay above that pivot. We're bullish. Honestly, if we get below the weekly pivot, it is a very and close below it on a weekly. That's a very bad sign. So let's just not even like get to test this 5-day pivot for now. 2-day, we are going. Pivot is 27,360. So as long as we're above it, I do think we get one more move up. Target's probably 32, 34,000. Where do I get that? I don't know. I don't really expect a massive move at this point. If we're going to go sideways, yeah, like 34,000, another 10% move seems pretty probable. Not like super out there. We could be seeing something like here where we moved up our 20% move like we did here, and then we went sideways a little bit, and then we moved up and then sideways. It was a little bit more distribution. So yeah, I would put my final target maybe 38, but 34 to 36. Sorry, I have the hiccups now for no reason. Don't know why. It was final target 34, 36. Daily, we have our pivot point is 34.90, so we stay above it on these daily closes. We could finally see this last drive up, and I do think the higher term time frames do take effect where we do get that final drive up. 12-hour, we should be seeing volatility come down. Yes. So those are my two scenarios. My one scenario is volatility does this U and then goes down. However, volatility is coming down much faster than I thought it would, and that is a very good sign because it means we're getting ready for our next move on the 12-hour. We see pivot at 31.28. So if we get above 31,000 on any 12-hour close, I would expect. I mean, we do need this MA to come down still, so this could take a few more days. Another like 4 or 5 days. Not 4 or 5 days, 2-3 days. So I would expect until the end of the week. What is that? Friday, potentially, or again Monday next week. I would expect those are the days we actually got to move up on the 12-hour, and the daily is pretty relevant here, but the 2-day does support that as a good opportunity. So I do think this 12-hour does pull, like we do need the MA to pull back, but then we're gonna like recharge here and get our next move, whether that be up or down, I don't know. But I am personally bullish because trend is up, and trend up is the most important thing. 4-hour, we are seeing we're seeing another move up to the top of the range, so we are seeing another move up. Our pivot point is 3,300, which is we're way above right now. Not even a worry. We are probably going to see 30. I would expect us to retest the top here, in all honesty. But I think overall this goes sideways, and I'll talk about the 1 hour and then explain why I think overall these go sideways. Let's go to the 1 hour here. Uh, 1 hour, I'm gonna hide PMARP. 1 hour, we are seeing again like sideways. We are seeing volatility get a little bit high. Our pivot point is 3,900, so I would expect this to start pulling back potentially. Maybe we could see like a little bit of a pullback or just sideways for the next few hours, and then we get one more drive up back to like 31. And then I would consider it done. I'll pull up funding to support the state a little bit and give a different perspective. Where's funding? There it is. Jesus Christ, that took me forever to find. So let me just have this open. All right. So if we look at funding, we have been seeing open interest come up. So let me just change to the hour. We are seeing open interest come up over the last how long? It's gonna let me do it over the last day. We are seeing open interest start to grind up again. So it's up about 3%. And we are seeing funding overall decrease. So I do think this move has legs here. I do think if you're taking a late long here, or if you were in a long back here, or if you're taking a late long right now, you do have legs. You can stay in it. I do think we potentially go sideways, and this is like a pretty bearish wick, but I think wicks are a little bit irrelevant, and I do think we end up continuing up based on the fact that we're decreasing funding into an uptrend move. This is a very bullish signal. This is a very, very bullish signal. I've been talking about funding, but there hasn't been a clean signal. This is the first clean signal I've seen on this channel. So I would consider us more likely to keep going up. Let me just pull up the 15-minute, the 30-minute. 15-minute again, like trend is obviously up. We fully turned around. Yeah, again, maybe we pull back to 36, back to EMA, and then continue onwards. Advanced Stoke just died. Oh, it's 10-minute. But yeah, pivot is 3,700. So honestly, like anything can play out here. 30-minute probably same thing. Anything can play out. But trend is completely turning back up on the really low time frames, and the 1 hour and 4 hours just bullish. 1 hour plus is just bullish on every time frame. So trend is up and very strongly up. So overall, I'm very bullish on this. Now let's move on from the charts. Oh, wait, one last thing. Velo now supports charting multiple coins at once, so if you want to toggle panes, there you go. You can just do that right there. Look, we have Ethereum and we have Bitcoin. Each of them side by side, so that's just a heads up. Love me some Velo. Sticks. And some of you think we aren't getting a bull market. Another bull market. Why is that? $700 billion increase in U.S. national debt since the debt ceiling was suspended 3 weeks ago under the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023. Only the government could get away with naming a plan to borrow and spend trillions of dollars fiscally responsible. Exactly. We're printing so much money. This is what fueled the COVID from the bottom of COVID all the way to the top of this, whatever exponential bullshit happened. And the exact same thing is probably going to start playing out. Maybe not the exact same thing, but we're seeing a similar scenario play out because of a lot of money being printed, which is pumping markets. Loomdart, hi, I've come to inform you of an impending sell-side liquidity crisis. It's brutal. Even Sailor decided to hedge and get wrecked. The only guys to survive were the ones who stack sats. Keep your Bitcoin safe. Basically, sellers are dead, up only. Amen. Next, this is how you deal with a bear market. You see the bear, you yell at them, and they run away. And then we go up only. So, yeah, that's how you deal with a bear market. I'm just going to run through these really quickly because nothing here is super, super important. But more entertaining. Crypto Capo. Brody came back to the internet. He got, well, this says 1.7 million views when I pulled this up, like, yesterday. How many views does it have now? Oh, okay, still 1.7 million views. All right. Anyways, a message for his audience. We live in an increasingly dehumanized... I'm not reading this. But basically, he's shocked about how high we went. And he's still bearish. And it looks manipulated. And he thinks a capitulation event is still likely. However, he did apparently say that you shouldn't be shorting, which is true. In this move, you should not be shorting until you get confirmation down. But, he's still bearish, and I think he's absolutely delusional to be still bearish right now. I think we still will go higher. But that's Crypto Capital for you, and he got a fuck ton of clicks for it, and he made a fuck ton of money off those clicks because he had a bunch of people clicking his Binance referral link, and it made him absolutely bank. Now, let's move on to the next topic. What are the future narratives for this cycle? So there's Iceberg, he names 3 of them, right? L2s, meme coins, and perp coins. So perp coins are like your dexes, meme coins are like Dogecoin, Pepe, and L2s are layer 2 like scaling solutions, so ZK rollups and like ZK Sync and optimistic rollups like Optimism and stuff like that. Other L2s like Matic and other scaling solutions and hyperchains and all these other topics. But what else is there? There's also ETH, obviously, because ETH is just the most broken asset of all time. LSDs, because they're bait for institutional money who want long-term to lock up assets for an extended yield. And then Coinbase, which is a gateway for institutional money to crypto, which I absolutely all agree with. These are all very relevant narratives. Another narrative I do think is super important to highlight, though, is the narrative of, what's it called? Is the narrative of, oh my god, I'm blanking. Oh, is gambling coins. Gambling coins is going to be super interesting. And I'm missing another one. No, I said LSDs. Oh, and maybe potentially privacy coins. And the issue with privacy coins, they deal with a lot of legal scrutiny. But I do think that there is a potential where if CBDCs do start launching, you might see like some privacy coins pump because it's like, oh, we need the exact opposite, and you go from one extreme to the other. So just like a little bit of a narrative potential, but that one's not super important. I'll probably, if I make a clip out of this, I'm going to cut that part out. However, what I do think are the relevant narratives: L2s, meme coins, perp coins, LSDs, and Coinbase. Those are all very valid, and gambling coins. I think those are all very valid and very interesting narratives. Moving on, Bitcoin mining firm Riot has purchased 33K new mining rigs for $162 million and has plans to acquire another 66K rigs in preparation for the upcoming Bitcoin halving. This is kind of funny that they're doing it in prep for a halving, that they want to mine more into it and through it, but really shows that look, people are still buying. Oh shit, I forgot, I stopped sharing my screen. People are still buying a lot of these Bitcoin miners, and people are still these companies are still very bullish Bitcoin, and this is an American-based company, so very nice, very nice. There's now more ETH staked than there is available on exchanges, but why price not up? Again, just like Loomdart says, there will be a time where sell-side liquidity will run out, and it is running out, and just wait for ETH to just pump insanely and absolutely stupidly 20x in a day. Just expect that. It's coming. Not yet, but it probably ends up happening at some point where everybody just runs out of ETH to sell, and everybody's just locking up their ETH and trying to get some yield and trying to get some more yield on LSDs, and it all becomes very, very Bula ETH. Very, very Bula ETH. Software company SAP. So the reason why I actually picked up this article is because my uncle actually works there. He's a project manager there. And, well, he works in Israel for SAP, but he's a project manager there. He's technically not even part of the company. He's like contract work, but it's like complicated. But anyways, I just saw SAP, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And they're testing cross-border stablecoin payments. So just interesting. SAP, I believe, are a data company, and they are testing stablecoin payments because it's just so much easier, so much more efficient, so much cheaper, so much faster than any other TradFi, any other fintech type thing, because the blockchain is just the best thing for international border payments because of the fact that it is literally designed to be a distributed ledger. It's literally designed to be cross-border, international, versus a lot of these other financial technology institutions and all that stuff. All this financial technology tends to be very oriented around that one government or that one country, and that's not necessarily, and that doesn't allow for interoperability between these different networks. So you do need like a blockchain to allow for international stablecoin payments. So just a heads up. The block, Fidelity preparing to submit spot Bitcoin ETF filing. Source. So Fidelity are gonna have their own Bitcoin ETF filing. They're getting ready for it, and I wouldn't be surprised if Fidelity they have like 6 trillion assets. Like I was saying, everybody tends to follow their lead influencer, BlackRock, and now they're all being influenced to have their own ETFs and stuff. BlackRock, however, might not be the one to win in terms of getting a spot Bitcoin ETF because you have ARK being first in line for an ETF approval. Well, they'll be first in line to know. as well as 21 shares and CBOE are the first ones to all know whether if they'll get their Bitcoin ETF approved by August 2023 versus some like BlackRock, which has a lot more time for the SEC to evaluate whether they do want to allow it or not. Next, Hong Kong is moving forward. So the Hong Kong rating agency HKVAC has announced its virtual asset index in addition to Bitcoin and ETH stablecoins. So in addition to Bitcoin ETH stablecoins, they're also allowing for wrapped Bitcoin, whatever, staked ETH, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Binance Coin, Matic Polygon, Cardano, Atom Cosmos, Filecoin, Near, Algorand, whatever it's called, ICP, XRP, Doge, Polkadot. I don't even know what. Oh, is that Tron? Shibatoshi Nakamoto coin, whatever the fuck, shitter coin. Literally one of the biggest meme coins, or dude, literally two of the biggest meme coins. More Tron, Link, Uno Sidleo, which is basically what's her name? Bitfinex coin, I believe. Monero, which I'm surprised about Monero because it's literally a privacy coin. Stellar Lumens, I haven't heard of that coin in a fucking minute. XLM, OKB, which is another exchange. Lido, Staked ETH, HBAR, VeChain, Quant, Phantom, and EOS. So you're getting a bunch of these coins, and a lot of them aren't even like super relevant, and I would never put any money into ever. I can't believe they put fucking Stellar Lumens. I literally like this first call. I cannot believe I just read out Stellar Lumens. I've literally not heard that coin since the Pico top. I actually gotta look at CoinMarketCap. What is its market cap at? I'm sorry, because this is like a top 15 coin, and I don't even think it's like top 100 now. So I'm just curious. Oh wait, no, it's still massive. Holy shit. What number token is this? Holy shit, still 2 billion. Goddamn. But yeah, from the all-time high, it's probably down. Not even that bad. Honestly, it could be worse. It's down like 80%. Could be a lot worse. Damn, I've not heard of that coin in a minute. But I guess they just picked an index of all of the biggest cryptos, and they are having a virtual asset index that people can invest in. So, well played, Hong Kong. Good for the future of Hong Kong. Bankrupt FTX says they have recovered $7 billion in liquid assets. I mean, they're just making money appear like they're a government, appear out of nowhere. But all right, I guess good for their shareholders or their people who had their money. It's kind of insane that they've recovered $7 billion while Bitcoin went up fucking 20 or not 20 billion, while Bitcoin went up $15,000 in value. So it really shows how leveraged they were in trades, and they literally just held. And now that they're exiting their trades, they're getting more exit liquidity. It's pretty fucking stupid. This one has all right. So now we're gonna move off of some of the crypto news. We're gonna get into more like TradFi and like just general politic news and stuff. The reason why I decided to put this Twitter thing up is because of what's it called? Is because this hits really close to home because I live right next to New York City. I don't live in New York. I never lived in New York at all my entire life, but I live like 10, 15 minutes outside of the city, New York City. And I've lived here like my entire life, like right outside it. So I've been to New York City countless times. And apparently New York City are banning the use of coal and wood fired pizza. Fuck. Apparently, New York City are banning the use on coal and wood-fired pizza ovens, which has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard of. Why would you ruin pizza? It's literally not even that many emissions. Stop being absolute haters. And Patriot artist Scott Libido, never heard of him before, but he pulled up here. He had a bunch of pizza. I'm just gonna skip through it. Let's listen to the speech.
The woke-ass idiots who run this city are doing everything in their power to destroy it.
Fact.
Naked men with their titties bouncing around all over the city yesterday, in public, in front of children.
Fact.
We have the most violent, raging crime rate ever. We are being invaded by illegal immigrants who are being treated way better than our homeless veterans, our teachers, and first responder heroes who were fired, still not compensated because they didn't take the Fauci injection. Our city schools produce the dumbest kids, and the woke-ass punks who run New York City are afraid of pizza.
Fact.
The world used to respect New Yorkers as tough, thick-skinned, and gritty. Now we have become pussified. It's a damn shame. You heard of the Boston Tea Party? Well, this is the New York, this is the New York pizza party. Give us pizza or give us death.
Yes, sir. Bro fumbled the bag a little bit, but yes, sir. And they start throwing pizza. I think it's kind of hilarious.
Give us pizza or give us death.
Alright, yeah, but that's pretty much it. But give us pizza. Maybe don't give us death. I'm not saying kill me. However, New York are fumbling the bag massively recently, and it is unfortunate, but that's how it'd be like. Let's move on. Hopefully things turn around, but one can hope. It's not necessarily a guarantee. All right, moving on. Let's get into like some actual more relevant financial news. So, not a recession. Everything is fine. Goldman Sachs are currently cutting about 125 managing directors globally. Reductions are part of cost savings drive amid deal slowdown. JP Morgan Citi also cutting investment banking headcounts. So yeah, even though stock market has pumped, we are still seeing a lot of businesses cut the people working there. Like they have a lot less people working there, which is it's a pretty interesting dichotomy. And we're going to see how this plays out. I still believe and am married to my Q4 stock market crash thesis. However, we will see how this plays out. And right now, there's no reason to like take that bet. HSBC, one of the largest banks in the world, warns the U.S. recession is coming this year. Again, like more to my Q4 bet of, oh, I do think we do get a stock market crash. White House says Americans feel better about their personal finances because of President Biden's policies. I don't know why the White House said that, but the White House is pretty fucking stupid. And Build Back Better, I saw this image, and this is literally facts. Look, they're giving so much money to Ukraine. Meanwhile, all these other fucking everything else is down on the year. So just goes to show how delusional the government is. South Korea is fucked. So if you look at South Korea, the average age is 45 years old. Look how many little young people are. There's almost the same number of newborns than there are fucking 80 years old people, which is absolutely insane to me. And what you're probably going to see is an aging economy and a slowdown in their economy. That's going to be a very bad sign for the South Korean economy. And yeah, it's going to, like Tom Ludick is saying, not having kids is a great way to fuck civilization up. Absolutely. So yeah, this is not going to end pretty unless they start having kids soon. But it doesn't look like it's going to end pretty for South Korea. Bank of England CBDC chief said the under consideration digital pound will be privacy focused with pseudonymous features and the government won't have access to user data. Now apparently if they do end up releasing CBDC, they will be protecting your privacy rights. Now I do like the Prime Minister of England, the current one, I don't know, he's an Indian or he's like brown. I don't really know his exact race, so I'm not gonna make assumptions. But he said some like very interesting things that I've absolutely agreed with, as well as they're trying to make London the city of crypto. He has mentioned that, or something similar to that. But I don't know if a CBDC will have pseudonymous features, because pseudonymous, because it's like such a, I don't know, it feels like the whole point of CBDC is that the government wants to take control, but then, I don't know. It doesn't seem very likely to me, but I guess we'll see how this plays out. Just an interesting thing to look at. Hike seen as most likely Fed move, Deutsche Bank. So Deutsche Bank think that we're going to get another 25 basis point rate next month, as well as the Fed did say that, or Powell did say that he plans on hiking 2 more times this year. So, I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily bearish, but I do think usually these hikes are a pivot point on the stock market, and I do think we are certain we didn't end up hiking here, and now we're pulling back, and we're actually below my level. I mentioned here this is my key level. We're below it right now. Interesting. So yeah, this is where things start to get a little bit scary, but not yet. It's all the way down below like here and here and 41. That we start freaking out, but I would expect to pull back at least to 43 at this point. Fill up this gap. Something interesting. I just noticed this right now. But if we do get another basis point, I do think liquidity starts to tighten a lot, and we are seeing a lot of people with their credit cards. Here, we are seeing a lot of people with their credit being maxed. Their housing mortgage payments getting super high. People can barely pay it. I talked about it a lot yesterday, where these mortgage payments are just way too high and way too ridiculous, and just going to become such a mess. So Hopefully they don't raise, but if they do end up raising, it's only going to exacerbate the current credit situation that we're dealing with in America, and it can make things really bad. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad, but I mean, it's not gonna be pretty. All right, let's get into some more crypto stuff. I'm kind of done with some TradFi. This is what $335 million market cap marketing looks like. So if you don't know what DYDX, they're a perp dex. They're a decentralized perp dex, but they're on their own chain. They're basically like an L2. And then they're like, the future is digital, full responsibility. The future is digital. The future is digital. I don't know. I saw this and I thought it was pretty funny. I wish I was this bold. So this is a scam. Not really a scam, actually. I don't know if it's an actual scam. Basically, DeFi Mochi, which is an account with 60K followers, was tweeting out how this project with $20,000 in market cap, which is literally tiny. Like, if something has $20,000 in market cap, $1,000 buy can, like, multiply it by, like, maybe not multiply it, but, like, increase it by 20% in value. Like, super tiny buys aren't, because it's based on liquidity pool size. So honestly, like, you could be buying like $100 worth of, and you could be potentially moving its price by like 20%. And the fact that this account was it just seems like such a massive rug pull, especially in an account of this size is just gonna like tweet and advertise this project that's absolutely tiny. So I mean, Dejan Spartan is just being like, I wish I was bold, and I absolutely agree. It's absolutely like very dangerous territory. Like, you get some legal like action for manipulation of prices, so be careful out there. Earlier, it took 48 plus hours to do detailed. So let's talk about AI and crypto. Apparently, GPT-4 is now having DeFi Llama, Bitcoin Sentiment, smart contracts, ERC20 Scout, and Check the Chain. We're having all these things be plugins built into what's it called, ChatGPT-4, which is you have to pay for it. But ChatGPT-4 has these plugins, and basically it allows it to browse their databases and their APIs. And so we're seeing ChatGPT-4 get access to a lot of crypto APIs, so you could potentially start using it for your research. Similar to how I use it right now. Well, no, I don't use it for my research, but it could help me out a lot for my research, for like my daily coin picks of the days and stuff like that. Now I'm just gonna drag this here really quickly. Optimism transactions swelled over 500,000. I believe this is per day, so 500,000 transactions per day, which is an increase 67% from less than 300,000. So, bullish Optimism, good on them. All right, let's continue on to the just the CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look at the charts. So today, Bitcoin is up a little bit. I think you're seeing some DeFi up. You're seeing Arbitrum up quite a bit. I love Arbitrum. Stellar Lumens are up, and Monero and Bitcoin Cash are all up on the Hong Kong news for the... Like, I can't believe Stellar Lumens and Monero. I just realized that they're both... Monero is actually... I respect that it's big, but I can't believe Stellar Lumens is fucking number 29 still. Just ridiculous to me. Axie Infinity. Everything else is pretty much sideways or it's pretty much more sideways. Some things are down. Near's down after pumping tremendously on their news that they're merging with Alibaba. Their team is merging with Alibaba. They dumped. SUI has some FUD. I forgot to mention that. Oh shit, wait, let me pull up the SUI FUD. Actually, yeah, this is actually a super important topic that I should talk about. So SUI do have some FUD, exclusively new research on SUI. Let's talk about this. SUI have been dumping today. They're down today like 5%. Why is that? This is because apparently their team is intentionally misrepresenting emissions, and there's proof that there's proof that the team is dumping rewards from locked and non-circulating staked SUI onto Binance. And this is pretty bearish because they're ignoring their emissions. And the team admits, so apparently there is an emissions chart on the Binance Launchpad, but the team admits that this is not real, and there is chat logs that prove all these things. So before you're out there and you're like, oh, this is fake, there are chat logs in Discord that say that all of these are real. The reality is, despite the data CoinMarketCap shows, the supply is actually increasing every day. And this is really bad because basically the SUI team are lying because they're denying it. So now that this has come out, the SUI team have now mentioned that which, by the way, I like SUI as a project a lot, but this is very bearish on the price short and medium term. And basically the SUI team were like, all right, we're going to come out with a statement soon, so wait, but this doesn't really end well. It's pretty bad on SUI, very bad. Let's look at my watch list. What's up on the day and what's down. So quick pendle up, very nice pendle up. What's down on the, oh wait, this is not refresh. That's why I'm looking at it. I'm like, these prices don't look correct to me. What's up today? So level finance up 13% on the day, very very nice. Xmon, Blur, Altura. So all right, some things are up decently. Radix is up. Radix continues to be up. Remember yesterday I was like, I'm still gonna buy more Radix, and from my buy yesterday, it's up another 7%. Let's see what's up on the week really quickly. Yeah, Pepe. All right, of course Pepe. And then what's down? Anything's slightly down. Something's slightly down, but not a lot's down, to be honest. Overall, we're in the green significantly on the week. Very significantly on my alts. Let's go into my portfolio. So let's open that up. Portfolio is currently 780, so let's DCA, and then we'll talk about how the portfolio is looking like. So Bitcoin, daily DCA, $10. Let's do that really quickly. Oops, 0.3. Damn, the amount of Bitcoin I can buy is decreasing literally every day, significantly. So Bitcoin's at 35. Is that really what it's at? That sounds wrong. Yeah, I guess it's close enough. All right, Ethereum, add transaction, $10. So 0.0054. There we go. Big cap. So this is gonna be 200 now on ETH. Yeah. All right, what is my big cap pick of the day? My big cap pick of the day is Pepe. Why is that? Because if we do see an uber bull run, or we do see all these coins get super institutionalized, and we do see a lot of these big caps go back to their all-time highs, I do think Pepe does have the potential to go to a $69 billion market cap, which is actually what I bet it will go to. And I think it will outperform Doge overall. And so Pepe is my meme coin pick of the day. Remember how I said I mentioned all these narratives today? I do think that Pepe is my meme coin narrative, and is going to be like the other meme coin narrative. And obviously you can like speculate on these super degenerate ones, but I do think Pepe does do pretty good. So Pepe is going to be my coin pick of the day, and I can buy like 1 million of them, which is always bullish. Holy shit, I'm not going to be able to math this at all. 80. Okay, I actually did a decent job trying to math this. Very nice. So I just bought a bunch of Pepe coins. And if Pepe does go to $69 billion market cap, which is during an insane bull market where anything can happen, it is a very possible scenario. So I do recommend getting a bag, because that is 100x. So you put in like $1,000 into that, and you 100x that is 100 grand at that point. You put in 10 grand, 100x. Now, do I think this is going to happen? No, it's not financial advice, not these financial advice, but it's just a very interesting scenario and very potential scenario that I think has a good risk-reward ratio. Not financial advice. Now, my microcap pick of the day is Mux Protocol. What is Mux Protocol? They're another perp dex. However, the difference between them and the other perp dexes is that the way they work is they are a perp dex aggregator. So think of 1inch to Uniswap, where 1inch aggregates to all exchanges. Mux do the exact same thing, but for perpetual dexes. And the reason why I do think this is so bullish is because what Mux can do as a protocol is they can get discounts on these other protocols, because all these other protocols, these other DEX protocols have like NFTs and have like reward systems where you can get discounts. And then the way they'll work is they'll get a discount on the actual purchases that they use your account in, but then they'll end up charging you the normal amount. So pretty much if you would have, let's say, longed like 10, let's say you would have gotten charged a 0.01% fee, but meanwhile Mux can get a 0.006% fee, then if you end up using Mux, then they can basically profit off that difference, or even like potentially give you a discount versus what you would normally get. And that has a lot of potential, in my opinion, for them to actually earn money as a protocol, as well as for you to still be able to get some sort of discount. So I do think there is a lot of potential here with Mux, and it ends up being a very interesting scenario. I do think their market cap is very solid, and I do think it is if let's say Mux are an Arbitrum, let's say all perp dexes do like a 15-20x, I think Mux could end up doing something similar, potentially even more. So I am bullish Mux, and they are my microcap pick of the day, and I probably will add more into this position as time progresses. So I really can't buy many. I can't even buy one, unfortunate, but I feel like that. There we go. Add transaction. So that's Mux. So how does my portfolio overall look like? So we are officially day 19 in. So 19 times $40 a day. We are $760 in. So we are officially up 60. So actually, let me clear this. So we are up about $60 right now, divided by a 20. So we are currently about 7.3% up. So as you could tell, we were up about like 15% at some point, 13%. But I keep DCAing every day, even though Bitcoin's up. And what ends up happening is during these consolidation periods, we do see the technical overall gain of the portfolio is like lowering by percentage. However, we are in a little bit of a consolidation, and I do think that we break up, and we do end up breaking up. We are going to see all the valuations explode. And especially once again, alt season, we're going to see ETH and all these big caps, micro caps all catch up to Bitcoin. And even though we are seeing Bitcoin dominance continue to absolutely mommy the market and continue to rise up nonstop in an up-only chart, we are seeing my big caps and micro caps hold on pretty well. Although Ethereum is underperforming significantly, my big cap, my micro cap picks are catching up pretty well to Bitcoin and are holding up against Bitcoin pretty well. So I do think that's a very bullish sign and a very good sign overall. And yeah, that's it for my DCA of the day. Let's close Mux. Fuddies, I believe Fuddies are crashing to 0. Fuddy floor is 85. Fuck. Our members asking for utility. This is not a good sign. Unfortunately, I guess Fuddies are going to 0. Meanwhile, Pudgy Penguins continue to be the most wholesome NFT project of all time. Continue to spread love and happiness. Look at Luca Nets. I've been working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for the last 16 months straight, and some days it can be really tough to push through. But then I see a video like this, and it makes it all worth it. Make products that people love, and the rest will come. Thank you. And look at this little kid. Look how excited he is to get his Pudgy Penguin toy. It's honestly so wholesome, and this is why I am bullish Pudgy Penguins, because they're so wholesome. Wholesomeness will win at the end of the day. Luca Nets is also calling all Pengus because apparently there is the NFT project of the year. Let's get Pudgy Penguins to win. I do believe Pudgy Penguins are the best out of all these. Although Beamland is a sick project. Fuck Doodle Zoodles can go to 0. Where's my lady? Oh, my ladies are goated. The odds are goated. Azuki's goated. Bored Ape Yacht Club's goated. CryptoPunks are just the OGs, but they're not like... They're obviously goated because they're the OGs, but just... I don't know. Pudgy Penguins are the best. Go vote for Pudgy Penguins. That is all. Let's go to Azuki. So the Azuki mint is in a few hours. It is in 3 hours, I believe. Yeah, or no, it's not in 3 hours. It is in 30 minutes. So if you want to go get that Azuki mint, if you have that whitelist, just a heads up, it's in 30 minutes. Something interesting I did want to point out is Azuki floor has been crashing quite a bit into this. Alright, maybe not as much as I thought. But their floor has dropped quite a bit overall into this elementals. So I just want to pull up the last 90 days. They did drop to like 12 ETH at some point yesterday, which I thought was insane. Like, look, they're selling at 12 ETH. Now they're back up to like 14. So they pumped a little bit. But yeah, if you look at the last 90 days, they really dropped significantly into this elementals, which is just an interesting PA. I do think this is a decent opportunity to potentially buy some, but it really is quite interesting the way they dropped in value. Now we got OhBabyGames. They have another What the Kart gameplay trailer, so let's just take a watch on it. And you got Chimp CL, so these are real players, I guess. Or is it Chimp AI? I don't know. These are real Twitter accounts, though. I fuck with this music. Hey, yo, give me some back shot. Hey, yo, wait, pause. I need to give out some back shots. Game looks clean as fuck. Looks like they fixed a lot of their bugs. They had a lot of visual bugs. Oh, look, it's Ansem. I'm gonna assume these are all like actual CT personalities actually playing it, and this is like them testing their online mode. I'm just enjoying. This is my first time seeing the trailer, so I'm just gonna watch the whole thing. This is actually good gameplay, and I want to play this game actually so badly. It looks so clean, and I love Mario Kart. Have so many hours in that. So there you go. That's your What the Kart of the day. Or that's your game of the day. Honestly, pretty good music. I fuck with music. And they're showing off like 4 different maps, 5 different maps there. So very, very nice. Update on the facelift. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, let's move on. Skyborne Legacy. So their NFT collection is coming soon. So this is a sneak peek at how they look. Cute art. Don't really have much of an opinion on it, but cute art. Treeverse are having a teaser. So I guess Treeverse are having something big come out. So they're having a teaser of this box. I assume it opens up and reveals something. Don't know what that is. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. There you go. That's your little bit of Treeverse teaser. Very interesting. Congratulations, Loopify. Hopefully this is sick. I assume that they're trying to push the release soon since he just changed his profile picture to. I mean, it's still. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But Bullish Treeverse as well. And that is all I have for today, guys. I'm fucking exhausted. I barely slept last night because I was working on something. But I guess here we are. Grinding every day. It's everyday bros with the same Disney flow. 5 million YouTube in 6 months, never done before. Or some shit like that. I don't know. Damn, I can't believe I grew up in the fucking Jake Paul, Logan Paul era. God damn, I'm such a fucking zoomer. Such a fucking zoomer. But yeah, that is all I have for today. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna skip gym today. I got a lot of shit to do, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go and do it. Hope everybody has a very wholesome, healthy day. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go eat breakfast, take a shower, shit. Yeah, adios amigos. Hope everybody enjoyed today. Talked about a lot. It was very educational.